Hello guys, welcome back to the TheBlackOutTea channel. Like, hype, share, subscribe. Let's get into the shenanigans.
All right, y'all. So let's talk about Ashlee Jenae, okay? Um, this is the young lady that everybody is talking about right now because she was unalived over in Tanzania by her boyfriend, and I'm gonna still call him her boyfriend because that engagement, I believe, was an actual setup of what you call a shut up ring. What I mean by a shut up ring is the situation surrounding this, okay? There has been news brought out, new updates. These folks checked in to their hotel on the 4th. And from that day that they checked in, they had been arguing since, okay? Sources are saying that at about 7:50ish, I'm assuming it probably most likely was a butler. Okay, a butler had checked on Ashlee after they, meaning the couple, Ashlee and Joe, had to be separated due to Bungalow 24 calling and letting the front desk know that there is definitely issues going on next door in Villa 25. And lo and behold, Ashlee was supposedly, is what they're saying, that she was supposedly out walking about, and the butler asked her if she needed anything. She mentioned that she needed a charger. A lot of people are saying, why would she need a charger if she was in the primary room? According to sources, they're saying that Joe was actually switched to Bungalow or Villa 65 so that the two could be split up and end the arguing. However, I believe, and sources are saying, first, that she was hung from that closet. There's no way that she could be hung from the closet. There's no fucking way. And we're going to go ahead and go into this villa. Okay, these bungalows, whatever. This is pretty much typically what a room looks like, right? So we're going to swing around. Let's go in some more here. And I'm going in some more because I want to try to get to this damn closet that they're talking about. Well, they let us go into the closet. Or is it here? Let's see, y'all. First of all, there's so many ways of getting in and out these rooms that I'm looking at here. Okay. This is the door. I'm going to show y'all this first, and then we're going to try to find the closet. When that butler pushed this damn door, I believe either Ashlee body was on this door, because believe it or not, they're saying now that she was hung from here. If she was, the butler is saying that when he opened the door, the room was dark. This is what sources are saying. This is boots on the ground over there. And they're saying that the butler said when he opened the door, and the only reason he opened the door is he lent her a charger already in the hallway while she was walking. Lo and behold, when he goes to the room, because she asked him to come back 10 minutes later, she said that something was going on with her charger. So that's why maybe she wasn't using the charger that was in the primary room. Lo and behold, when he opens the door, sources are saying that the room was extremely dark in there, but he heard a thump near the closet. So understand this. He wasn't able to push this door open. This door wasn't able to be pushed because he had a key card that was going to allow him to get access to the room, because he wanted to see if she needed anything else. He had forgotten. So in other words, 7:50 he attempted to push this door open, but they're saying, sources are saying, that at 8:55 is when she was found. This is crazy work. This is crazy work. There are sources also saying that Joe is very familiar with this certain hotel. In other words, he travels over here all the time. Sources are also saying that the heated argument was because Joe had been going out at night and meeting or seeing other women that he knows that actually live there. Residents. So it seems like, first of all, this was a hotel that he frequents, so even the people that work there, the workers knew who he was. The butler said when he opened the door, she was kicking. He said that Ashlee was kicking. She was still alive, y'all. From what sources are saying is that he actually left instead of trying to help this young lady down. He left the room because he wasn't able to enter all the way and went to sound the alarm to get help. Why would he not help her down is the question. Was something holding the door, or was Ashlee holding the door? But I feel if he could see her kicking, why the hell was he not able to push the door? Somebody else must have been behind the door. Or did this butler in all reality actually see Joe inside of that damn room? The reason I'm saying is there's so many doors here, y'all. Let's go. Okay. There are so many ways of getting okay, so you have this door that somebody else, you can go out another door. You know, normally hotels don't have that an extra door, but here you're at a resort, there's that extra door. This closet that they're saying this child hang herself from, they need to go someplace else with this, because this is not going to do it. This closet, there's no way you can hang yourself in this closet that they're trying to say. Let me see, y'all. I'm trying to, let me see if it'll let me go here, and then it's probably turn. Okay, this is the restroom. But it's only allowing me to go back in front, y'all. Earlier, it was actually allowing me to walk, at least be able to go around and around the room. All right, let me go over here. Bear with the girl. Bear with the girl, okay? Because y'all, ain't no damn way this girl hung herself from no damn closet. Okay, that's the restroom. This is the bedroom. Let's come down so everything looks. Restroom, bedroom. Is the closet in there? Let's just go in there and find out. I don't believe I saw the closet in there. No, that's back at the door. Y'all, give me a second. I gotta figure this out. Because I really want y'all to see. There's just no way. This closet for her to be able to do this, y'all. This, I believe, was actually a fake proposal. I believe that this man is a Jekyll and Hyde. He had been sleeping with women, and I believe he has a fetish for black women. The reason why I say that is because he was married to one. And lo and behold, you know when he left her? At the age of 31. Ashlee was 31 on this trip. She was there for her 31st birthday. And apparently the ex-wife, there was some type of abuse allegedly in their relationship. I'm really hoping that she speaks, but I said that maybe she won't, because this is a lot. This is really a lot. And then lo and behold, if nothing ends up happening to Joe, because he do know all these people. You cannot hang yourself from this closet. Y'all see this? Where in this closet? Where can you hang yourself here? Nowhere. Nowhere can you hang yourself in this room. You can harm yourself. This girl wasn't but so tall. Okay, she wasn't but so tall. And let's go back around here. I want to show the door again. Okay, close that door for me. Now we're going to pan back around here. Y'all, ain't no damn way. Y'all saw there ain't nothing on that closet that's going to allow you to hang yourself, baby. Nothing. The only thing is, I can think, if the butler says she's hanging from the door, somebody had to hang her from here. This door is too tall for her to get up there and no chair or nothing be there. You understand what I'm saying? When they when they finally got into that room, no chair or nothing. Nobody's saying that a chair was there. And the person that's allegedly giving the information from abroad, her son actually works at a hotel, is what I was hearing her say. Okay? She said that the people at the hotel first said that Joe was the one that found Ashlee. But then you turn around and you hear the police commander say that the butler and Joel, or two people and Joel, found Ashlee. So what really happened over here, I hope her parents are able to get down to it. Because they're saying now that 10 people were arrested. Like I said, if this man frequents this villa, I'm going to tell you, you know, these people are considered as poor individuals over there. And when they see that U.S. currency, things change. Things change, people change, and this is a shame. The next door neighbors complained about hearing them argue over and over and over again. They actually got tired of it. And now folks are actually saying as well that Joe actually had a guy friend in the area or on the vacation with them. I'm not sure how true that portion is, but they're claiming that somebody else was there. Him being a frequent traveler there, this now makes sense why the story is changing. And it's probably because the folks there are trying to also protect him. Okay? People like that, they come in, you never know. He could have offered them money to keep their mouth shut even if they saw him do anything. Like I said, they split them up. But at the end of the day, I believe that something else transpired. Let's listen to a little of what TMZ had to say.
I'm here with another update. Ashlee Jenae's fiance is now being questioned by police following her mysterious death overseas. Authorities in Zanzibar have seized Joe McCann's passport and are actively questioning him, but I do want to be clear, as of now, he is only being treated as a witness and no arrests have been made. If you're not familiar with this story, Ashlee Jenae is a content creator who died on vacation with her fiance, Joe McCann, a trip that was meant to celebrate her 31st birthday and included a proposal. But her family says something isn't adding up. They claim that Joe waited nearly 11 hours to notify them about the incident, and even then allegedly downplayed it, telling them Ashlee was okay. Police say the couple had a domestic dispute on April 8th and were separated into different rooms by hotel staff. Joe later told authorities he found Ashlee the next day, claiming she put herself on a door and was arrested.
They need to travel. They don't need to wait on him to give them any type of information because he's not. If y'all see how this man looks, let me tell y'all, people had in her comments on some of the pictures that she posted of them. Folks were in her comments months and months ago telling her that this man was going to do something to her. Totally, they felt as if he was not genuine. The relationship wasn't genuine. And I feel like a lot of women or a lot of these females want to be in their soft girl era and they run towards these people thinking that it's going to be okay. And I don't care. African American, white, Latino, we all have issues where there is domestic violence involved. But it seems like this relationship was something that was of a controlling nature. Okay, this guy had a lot going on. Apparently, he had lost a lot of money in the crypto situation right now surrounding, y'all know who, that orange thing that's in the chair at the moment. He's got a lot of businesses, a lot of people's money effed up. Republicans might not want to say that because that's their party. But I know good and well that this is not what they were looking for. They were not looking to lose all their money the way that they're doing. So a lot of people are saying that they did believe already, and they tried to tell her that he was going to unalive her. I don't know why, but they're also saying that this was like a cheap hotel. I don't know if that's true, but like I said, this is somebody that is over there that is giving information. And what she is saying is that this place is not, in other words, they will lie to keep shit under wraps, is what she pretty much said. If he didn't do it, he could have paid somebody to do it. It seems like this is a situation where over there, you really cannot trust these folks, even though they're African American. But what I'm hearing is there's more white individuals there than there is African Americans anyway. So at the end of the day, it sounds like Joe was already a frequenter over there, already had holes over there. I'm going to say 304s, because it's obvious that they knew that these folks were in a relationship. She's been dating him almost a year, and then they got engaged 2 days. Now, if y'all already arguing when y'all arrive on the 4th, and y'all got engaged like maybe on the 6th, because they said it happened 2 days before, this had to be some type of shut up proposal, shut up ring, so that Ashlee would not continuously complain about what he was doing while they were supposed to be enjoying her vacation. You understand what I'm saying? It's just obvious that something happened. Now, a lot of people have been talking about these two guys in the back. Could they be involved? It could possibly be that Joe had these people watching her and waiting to do something, and he was going to pay them. Allegedly, there's just a lot of things that are going through our minds right now, but we know that this child did not hang herself. That's not it. So the relationship between her and her soon to be so-called want to be husband did not feel as stable as it may have appeared on the outside. There was a strong imbalance, is what folks are saying. The energy was actually showing that there were control issues, insecurity, and that someone was trying to present themselves as a solid or dependable while internally struggling with emotional instability. There were likely power dynamics at play also, possibly tied to finances, ego, or dominance, because this young lady had been in a lot of videos. She's been in videos with Future. She's been in videos with Drake. So she had things going on. I believe Quavo, she was in one of Quavo's videos. It seems like the communication between them was strained and unhealthy, filled with a bunch of arguments that escalated quickly. Okay? I don't feel that things were truly resolved between them. I feel like he tried to use his finances to literally continuously reel her back in. If they were arguing and it was an issue that he was going out and at night seeing other women, instead of healing things, I believe he tried to avoid it by staging that fake proposal to her. And I'm calling it a shut up ring because I believe that that's exactly what it is. Okay? This was not peaceful or an emotional, safe connection, is what I'm trying to get across for this young lady. I believe it led to her death. And it does, I'm trying to make sure I don't say things that are going to be, taken out of complex. I feel like it's been a lot of built up resentment because his businesses were failing. You know how people try to emotionally suppress stuff? I feel like maybe they had a lot of miscommunication that eventually reached a breaking point. He was losing control. And it wasn't not out of nowhere. He was losing control. The market wasn't doing good. Crypto actually had gone down a lot. And we all saw this. We all knew. And I feel that after the pressure had been building for so long, he tried to come up with something. I'm trying to figure out if he had a policy on this young lady. Something may have actually came to light as well or been revealed that intensified this situation. And that could have added more emotional weight, triggered and things to escalation. And I just feel like the energy around who killed her and toward her, it had to be close. This is not a stranger thing. It just doesn't seem like a stranger thing. It seems like something that was motivated or something that was rooted in some type of control. Jealousy, fear of losing her, being exposed in ways, all these things come to my mind. No black female gets their hair done, their nails done, their toes done, prepares with all these outfits for a trip to stay at this villa, and then decides to off themselves while on vacation for their birthday. No, baby, that's not how. No. That's not the typical turn up. That's never been the typical turn up. There is some type of emotional immaturity here. Someone's was not able to handle conflict or truth in a healthy way is what I'm getting. You understand? This is not coming. I feel like this was just something deeply personal, you guys. But I do feel like Joe has something to do with something. Like I said, sources are saying that there is 10 people now in custody due to people pushing for them to do their job over there in Zanzibar. Because for what I'm hearing, they don't even have, how we have all this DNA testing that can be done over here. It seems to me like the police don't even have half of the shit that they need over there to be able to solve any crimes in the first place. And that's why a lot of this stuff probably goes and gets just covered up. Nobody actually does anything or nothing happens. And who's to know? He could have researched that maybe before he gone. It's just something about this situation surrounding this fake ass proposal that does not make sense to me. I believe, he just gave her that so that she would shut up, that she would still let him roam at night without saying anything, or she would just take whatever he was giving her and lay down and take it. You understand what I'm saying? It's just something about the situation that's just not clean in the milk for me, honey. No, ma'am. This whole situation, everything. At the end of the day, he didn't reach out to the family. He stopped even talking to them. That doesn't make sense. You notified them 11 hours after their daughter is gone. Are you fucking serious? And you called yourself somebody that loves her. You proposed to her. Now, you made the first call, but then the second call comes from the actual, must be the damn hospital. Lo and behold, sources over there saying she was at 2 hospitals, y'all. She was actually taken to a damn urgent care at first. Why the fuck y'all taking somebody to urgent care that just was hanging from a door? Please tell me that. And then later on, they took her to a hospital. This is just something out of the norm. It's not something fishy is going here. I really hope, I hope his ex-wife actually speaks out. But again, she might want to stay quiet due to her having children with him. But I'm telling y'all, this just goes to show y'all, people on social media acting like their lives are all put together. This is why nobody is ever needs to be jealous of no damn body, because you never know what's going on in the background. There's always a lot of background noise going on when it comes down to social media. We are seeing this way too often, where these people are being, these females, these women, they're being unalived. You understand what I'm saying? Sometimes you also have where you have dudes getting unalived, but the majority has been women being unalived, beaten, abused. These situations are here. And you go and you start looking for these people. Understand that in 2024, his business was doing good. He was on his game in 2024. But then that money started dribbling out, and he wasn't able to control the fact of what was happening because the economy is bad for everybody. That's where I think things really took a turn. You understand? He out here still trying to do what he wants to do, but he in situations where he's not able to supply her to keep her mouth shut. To me, it seems like, to compare to his ex-wife, Ashlee seems a bit feisty. She seems like she would be the feisty one. That other lady might have been a quiet. She looks like a quiet individual. But Ashlee was known out here. You understand? She was a hard worker. She was here working. She was out making moves before she even got involved with Joe. So y'all, I don't know. Let your girl know what you think down in the comments. But this is very heartening. This is heartbreaking. And especially if they've got 10 people over there, like this person that's saying, this is crazy, because this means that other people are involved with trying to cover up what actually happened to this young lady, which is more insane and which is more scary. For one, this sort of will make people not even want to go and visit over there, because if something happens, shit, y'all knowing, y'all just gonna lie. Again, I just do not see it. I don't see where or how you understand that this young lady could have possibly done anything to herself pertaining to hanging from that door. It didn't make sense then, and now it doesn't make sense now, because that closet, y'all saw, you ain't nothing on there for you to be able to hang your damn self. Okay, nothing is on there for you to be able to hang yourself. It just does not make sense. I'm hoping that they have video, y'all, but they have not released that yet. I don't know if they're holding it or what they're doing. They have actually confiscated the passport so that he's not able to leave. However, I feel that he is not talking to her parents for a reason. At the end of the day, if he didn't have anything to do with it, he would have picked up the phone. He would have been on the phone with them back to back several times. Like, I'm over here trying to figure out what's going on. I'm trying to find out. He would have been the type of person to place them on speaker while he talks to people and tries to get this situation, at least get them some type of closure around what's going on or what happened to their child. She was with you. You were supposed to be her protector. And he failed her. Totally failed her. And then brought her to her demise. Thumbs up the video. Let your girl know what you think down in the comments. I'll try to keep you posted as I go with this situation. I know ain't nobody ever need to be upset about nothing y'all see on social media that these people got going on, because it's all been based on lies. We've been finding our social media ain't nothing but lies, and these stars, these influencers, they live in a life of lies, full of lies. All right, boos. I love you guys, and I will talk to you soon. Mwah.